Hi everybody, today we're going to take a look at the Thundercats Classic Tygra figure. This is the 8-inch version, very similar to the Lion-O that I've reviewed last week. He's pretty good, not quite as good as Lion-O, but not bad all the same. The box is slightly different. This has got a choking hazard sign down here, the other one had the Lion-O writing on there. And also this little hook is slightly different. But otherwise, we're pretty similar. We've got the same figures on the back. We've got a picture of Tygra there. We've got the includes long whip, short whip and extra hand. This only has one extra hand, Lion-O had two. And you can create action poses. And again, we've got roaring back into action. These highly detailed and articulated figures are based on the classic 1980s animated Thundercats series. So that's the box. Let's crack him open and have a closer look. So just like Lion-O, he comes in this little plastic tray, and it's great to see that we can take him out of the box and put him back in at will, unlike a carded figure where you're pretty much stuck with it. So yeah, this bit opens and we can pull him out. I haven't got him quite pushed in completely. So I was in that rather odd pose. So the first accessory we get is this little short version of the whip, and this can unpeg just there, which is handy because we can attach that to parts of the longer whip. And speaking of the longer whip, we get this half. This is the handle and the first part of it, and that's got a peg there. We're going to attach this section. Sort of slots in, and we've got this end of the whip there. It was a bowler whip, was it was called. You can twist it round and have it however you want to pose it. But also we can take this section, pop that out and stick these little ball things on the end, which gives us a shorter whip. We can also take this handle and stick it on the longer end. So effectively he's now got two weapons. Does look a bit silly with two in there, and you can only hold one at a time, so a bit pointless really, but you've got the option there. He does come with this extra hand. Something to note here, it's actually made of the blue plastic, so over time we will see some paint chipping on these. Lion-O's was made of an orange plastic, and again that was painted, so not really well thought out. I suppose it was a cost cutting thing. So this is the figure, this is Tygra. He's a little bit better than the original, definitely. And he's got just similar articulation to Lion-O, with one exception. He only has the one cut in the torso, which means he can only do that. And it also makes him look a bit fat. But other than that, he's exactly the same. We've got these big ball arms, we've got a twist there. We can hinge the elbow, and we've got a twist at the hand. And again, he's got blue plastic under there. So we've got the old glove thing going on. This arm is hindered a little bit by this plastic bit, which does sort of move, but it looks better when it's flush to the body. On his head, we've got a hinge and we've got a ball joint on the top, and just like Lion-O, he can look down brilliantly, but looking up he doesn't really. So we've only got the one cut there. It does swivel a bit, but it's pretty tight and doesn't really want to move beyond that. And for the legs, we've got these great ball joints that can go pretty much where you want. They don't go backwards very far. We've got a swivel bit there, and again the muscle comes over the top. We've got the double hinged knee, so you can bring that right back like a footballer. He's got a twist there. And his ankles, just like Lion-O's, you can see the plastic underneath, but at least these are blue, even if it's not the right blue. So they're slightly less obvious. And they'll also pivot to either side. So yeah, he's pretty poseable, but that torso cut is a real problem for him, unfortunately. Oh, on the back, yes, of course, we've got the underpants writing. This one's even worse. It's got CE, Bandai, and an address on it. Like, we really need an address and a serial number. Something else is these colours. I can't remember now in the cartoon if it was all that many colours, but seems like too many to me. Also, you notice the orange on the body isn't quite the same orange as on the head. On the back of his head it's just a big white splat of paint. There's no real detail there. But he's not bad. He's not bad. It's just compared to Lion-O, he's not a patch on him, unfortunately. You can still get some good poses out of him. You can have him doing the splits almost there. You can do the claw thing wherever you want, really, and he does stand up pretty nicely. There you go. And we can take his whip, but we can't put it in his hand yet because we've got to pull this one out. This one does remove too, but you don't get an extra one, so a bit pointless really. And again, these ball joints move when you try and squash the hand in, so it is a little tricky. There we go. But this does fit in slightly better than Lion-O's sword did. It just sort of does whatever you want, really. You can swivel it around and have him doing whatever. Yep, he's a pretty good figure. He's leagues beyond the original, but compared to Lion-O was brilliant, and this guy's just average, I'd say. So here we have Lion-O and Tygra together. And unfortunately, this is it from the Thundercats 8-inch line. It's now been cancelled in favour of a 6-inch line. So far we've seen Lion-O with a big scream on his face, and we've seen a rather shoddy looking Mum-Ra. But other than that, it's moved to that size, which is a real pity because Panthro and Mum-Ra would have looked great in this line. But no, it's not meant to be. So if you're going to get one, get Lion-O. If you want them both, they do look quite good together. Just Tygra looks a little bit fat, unfortunately, but there you go. They are what they are. So this has been Luke with the Thundercats Classics, Tygra and Lion-O. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.